The city of Chicago is surrounded by water, offering dozens of opportunities to jump in and have fun each summer. And one organization wants to ensure you can enjoy your swim safely.
Prevention and fast reaction can be the difference between life and death, and that's why the Water Safety Task Force helps swimmers prevent dangerous situations and prepares them for fast emergency response. Dr. Michelle Macy and Lauren Cochran join us with more. Thank you so much for being here. So we have heard all over the news recently about an elevated number of drownings this summer. What can we be doing? What should we be doing to stay safe in the water? Not only lakes, but pools everywhere.
Yeah, one of the first things that we really want people to be paying attention to is constant close supervision, particularly when young kids or inexperienced swimmers are around the water. And that can be by designating a water watcher and using something like a lanyard or a wristband to show this is the person whose job it is to pay attention, and changing that job up every 20, 30 minutes so people are able to have fun and relax, but when they're in this position, they are fully focused on the water. The other thing from a beach standpoint, we've got winds, we've got waves, we've got currents. Those things can change really quickly. So paying attention to the flags, never swimming alone, and swimming when you've got a lifeguard that's supervising will be the safest way to go.
You mentioned how important it is to make sure, especially if you're with young children near the water. And you're a pediatrician. Can you talk about why it's so important for parents to make sure the kids are getting swimming lessons?
So both parents themselves and kids having swim lessons, so they've got those survival skills to get to the surface if they get in and over their head, so that they can float or tread water to get out of danger and then drift, propel themselves over to a safe spot. And family swim lessons are a really great option for little kids. By 4, most kids are going to be ready to take off on their own.
And you always hear this is the type of thing that can just happen in seconds.
Yeah.
You turn your back, you turn around, and someone's at the bottom of the pool. Something that can prevent this as well is life jackets. Laura, what should we be doing? Should we be fitting our kids? Should adults be wearing them too? What do we do with that?
Yes, those are great questions. Children under age 13 they're required to wear life jackets, but everyone should wear a life jacket, whether they are boating in open water, if they're swimming in deep open water, or wading or fishing. And so it's important that when we have a life jacket, like this life jacket that I brought here, it's important to make sure that it's Coast Guard approved. And so we want to make sure that the size requirement and also the weight requirement will fit the wearer. And so I brought this so that I can show how to test that fit when adults and children are both wearing life jackets, hopefully together.
Right.
So you start by making sure that there aren't any rips or tears on the outside of the jacket. And then...
You need a little help there?
Oh, thank you.
You got it?
Thank you. Putting that on.
It's not easy when you're not wet.
It's important that it fits snugly, so you will fasten the buckles or the zippers, and then you can also tighten to make sure that it's a snug fit and close to the person who's the child or the adult who's wearing the life jacket. They are sized from infant all the way up to adult. Something to do to make sure it's not too small would be if you can't zipper or you can't buckle, then you probably need a larger size. And when you're trying to see if a life jacket is too big, if you can tug, if an adult can pull up on a life jacket, and if you can pull it up over the ears, it's probably too large and you should size down.
Oh, good. Okay.
Okay, so let's say we've taken all these precautions, but we find ourselves in a situation where someone is drowning or struggling in the water. What should we do when that happens?
So first things, call for help.
Okay.
Call 911. Get somebody who's trained. Don't go into the water unless you've got that lifeguard training. Reach or throw something to the person so that you don't become a victim yourself.
And it's important to teach CPR and also teach lessons about the pool covers, the drains.
Yeah.
What do we need to know about the drain?
Yes, I've brought this drain cover here. This you would find in a backyard pool or hot tub in a smaller version, and also we see these in public pools. They are either on the bottom of the pool or on the sides. And so drain covers are designed with this dome shape so that we are not coming into contact with the pipes that are underneath. And so it's a safety device, and it's actually overseen by the United States Consumer Product Safety Commission, and they make sure that all products like this keep us safe. We want to make sure that we're keeping our hair when we're swimming, braids, bathing suits, straps, our fingers, toes, and our bodies away from drain covers so that they can do their jobs. And if we ever notice that they're loose or if they're missing, we should exit the pool right away and notify a lifeguard.
I think that's really important because I think a lot of people get a little concerned with open water, but then when they're around a pool, they're not always thinking about swimming safety and the hazards around a pool. So thank you so much for being with us, Michelle and Laura. For more information, just head to chicagowatersafety.org or find them on Facebook and Instagram. Thanks for all that valuable information.